All right, so we're gonna talk today. But before we start our session, we're just gonna tell you about informed consent. So anything that you say to me can stay. It will stay between us, unless you talk about harming yourself or others.
Okay,
Cool with that?
I am.
All right. So what's on your mind?
Well, I'm just worried about my daughter. Lately, she's been kind of distant. She doesn't want to talk. She just wants to communicate via text or just say how she feels in a text message, but like she really doesn't want to talk to me when I try to approach her about the situations that she talks about via text face to face.
Okay.
And the fact that she feels like she's an adult, but she's only 19.
Okay.
And the fact that she feels like she's ready to move out, and I feel like as her parent that she's not ready. And I just don't know, where to go with the situation. Of course, because she is 19, I do have to let her kind of go and expand, her wings and feel like if she thinks she's ready, she's ready. And of course, she's always welcome to come back. But I don't think she's ready. And it just kind of bothers me a little bit.
So you said that your daughter's 19.
Yes.
But you also said that she's not grown. So
no,
can you
just because you're 19 doesn't mean you're grown.
Okay, can you elaborate on that? What do you mean by that?
I mean, she feels like because she's graduated from high school last year, and now that she is over 18, that being over 18 makes you so responsible and so grown. But it's like nowadays to children, it's just the number.
Got you.
It's like, oh my God, I'm 18. I can do what I want to do now. Yeah, you're 18. You can do what you want to do. You can go to jail. You can get in big trouble, and you can't always just feel like you can run to your parents when you get in trouble. But when it's something that you feel like you want to do, you want to be grown. And then when it's something that you don't know or understand and you're in trouble, then you want to be a kid again.
Nick, you said she's always welcome back. So
Yes.
where is she now, or how has her living situation been for the past 6 months or so? Since she's been 18.
Well, I mean, since she's been 18, she's been with us other than when she was at school. And then she came home from school, which was kind of a disappointment too, because she left early because she felt like she had, emotional issues that was going on and the situations that was around her at school, so she felt like she needed to leave. And of course, us as parents, we didn't condone it, but of course, if you tell us that you are not doing well and you want to come home, then yes, we'll let you come home. But now that you're home, all of a sudden you claim you don't even want to be there. I just think she's very confused, and I just feel like right now she's a little confused. She's a little still hurt. She's still kind of
hurt from what?
What's the word I'm looking for? She's still kind of sensitive to anything that could possibly happen.
So where does she live now?
Well, now she lives with a friend.
A friend. Can
Yes.
you elaborate?
It's a friend of hers that she lives with.
A male friend, female friend?
It is a male friend.
A male friend.
Yes, and I don't think
that's a good idea. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I don't feel like that's a good idea because she just got out of a relationship with her first love, quote unquote, and she's still kind of, I feel, hurt, by the things that they dealt with and went through. And now all of a sudden you meet this other person and you feel like they're the best thing since sliced bread, and you just decided to just move on and out with them, and she's just moving too fast. I feel like instead of trying to focus on a boy or what is maybe happening with guys, that she just needs to focus on herself.
So it's safe to say that her decision to move in with this guy upsets you or frustrates you?
It bothers me.
Bothers you?
I wouldn't say upsets me because, I mean, if she feels like she's safe, and I mean, this is a decision that she's made for herself, because to be honest, I don't feel like anything dealing with a guy or living or moving or being with is a good decision for her to make at this time, because like I said, she's still kind of confused, I feel, and still hurt from her last relationship. But she has made some good decisions in her life, so I can say, if this is what she's decided, then I guess she feels like that's what's the best thing for her, even though I wouldn't
And you know,
I wouldn't. No.
a lot of times when it comes to like love and relationships, a lot of those lessons we can try to avoid or keep somebody from doing it, but those are oftentimes the lessons that are learned the hard way that you gotta just kind of figure out yourself.
And I get it. A lesson taught, is better than me telling her that, and that's why I've just let her do what she feels like she needs to do that's best for her.
So how would you say the communication between you guys, like prior to this, what was the communication like? Was it everyday, or how was y'all's communication prior to this?
I mean, I didn't see her every day because she worked.
Right.
But I might shoot her a text message and see what she's doing. She might shoot me a text message. It was maybe we lived in the same house, but we didn't see each other all the time. So yeah, the communication was very minimal, and it always has been, face to face. But when it comes to texting, she always wants to text and talk that way. Yeah, she feels more comfortable.
Okay. So you mentioned the texting versus actual like face to face, or even would you say that she prefers texting over even just a simple phone call?
Yes.
So why would you? What do you think has happened, or what part of y'all's relationship do you feel like causes her? Do you think it's just a millennial thing?
I do.
Or do you think that when
it comes to me, anyway,
right,
as her parent.
As a parent, that's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. Where do you think the drawback is as far as her not wanting to communicate?
I think it's just because I'm a parent. Because when she wants to talk, she talks. I'm saying, just days before she decided that the best thing for her to do was move out, she was great. We were fine, we wasn't no problems. We was all happy-go-lucky, we was planning on going out and buying makeup and doing stuff, and then all of a sudden you just flipped a switch and then you didn't want to talk. I don't understand it. So I just feel like I said, she's just confused, and I feel like she thinks that me as her parent, that her talking to me face to face and me asking her the questions that I want to ask her is me telling her basically, no, you can't do this. And it's not that. I just want to be able to talk to you. I just want you to be able to communicate with me. And, like I said, you're going to make your own decisions, and you're going to have to learn from your own decisions.
So do you think there's anything that can be done moving forward to strengthen the communication?
I think it's just going to take time. It's going to take time. It's going to take a couple of I told you so's, which I don't want it to be that way. But I just feel like it's all it's going to take till she realizes that she can talk to me, and hopefully she'll be able to accept the constructive criticism just as much as I will. She tells me that she feels like I'm hard to talk to, but when I come to her and I'm just very calm, I try to approach her in a different way that I feel like may help her to talk to me, but she still just shuts down.
So do you think that maybe you think that you're changing your approach, but maybe she's still reading it as...
I just feel like she doesn't want to hear what I'm going to say because she thinks that I may try to tell her what to do. I'm not going to tell her what to do. I'm going to tell her what I feel is best for her to do, but she can always make her own decisions.
But do you think, well, I mean, it's clear she's made her own decision with the moving out thing, but that's what I was about to say was, do you think that she thinks that you're going to tell her what you think is best, but that there'll be some backlash for if she decides to do something other than what you suggested?
No.
Which clearly
because, look at it now. You've done what you want to do and you haven't had any backlash. I'm not going to fight with her. I'm not going to fuss. I'm not going to argue with my kid. I'm not going to do that. If this is what you want to do, and if you don't want to talk to me, I'm not going to keep trying to talk to you and I just get nothing. That's not how it works. If you're so adultish and so grown, why can't you sit down with your parent and have a face-to-face conversation that you can seem to type on the phone but can't say it to my face? I just feel like maybe it's about, I don't want to say it's about maybe levels of respect, but I just think I don't know why she just doesn't feel comfortable.
I wonder if she feels like if she reverts to texting or avoiding face-to-face conversations with other people in her life that aren't her peers, like say a manager or somebody like that. Have you noticed No.
She doesn't really talk to other people.
Yep.
Like, she's kind of like she's really quiet, really timid.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't really talk to a lot of people.
Yeah.
That's why I don't understand how you feel more comfortable with this person that you hardly know and speaking with them and talking to them. I don't know if it's because it's on level of, look how he's a boy, he likes me, compared to me being your parental guardian who is going to be stern with you and who's going to tell you what I feel is right and what's not right for you. I'm not saying I'll make the decision for you. I'm just going to always tell you how I feel, and you should be able to take that if you're so grown.
Yeah.
I mean, you're going to get that your whole life.
Yeah.
So
Well, I think moving forward that the lines of communication should definitely, stay open.
Oh, it's always going to be open.
Yeah.
But I'm just not going to keep communicating with you via text. I'm not going to do it. And I've told you that several times in the past, and you just seem to want to still talk to me by text. And I feel like me as your mother, I deserve more than that.
Yeah.
That's all.
Have you called?
Huh?
Have you called
No.
since she's moved out?
No, I told her I wasn't going to. But what am I going to call for?
I mean, just to check on her.
For what?
Because she's your daughter.
Well, yeah, I get that, but
I
I'm
know.
saying
I mean,
if
just
I
for
call
her overall safety and well-being. But
Really?
hey, just checking on you.
it's come to a point to where even just checking on her.
I'm just saying that
Is-
might be a stepping stone just to as moving forward, because we can't say that she doesn't want to have these conversations that she's not being. She's not being forced to have these face-to-face conversations, and if she's not gonna be forced to have these type of conversations, then that's never gonna be her choice. So you don't want to talk on the phone, I'm gonna make you talk on the phone to me until you.
But I don't want to make her do
I mean, not make it,
anything.
but I'm just saying it's a lot of lessons in life that we learn from our parents that we
It
kind of
is.
got forced.
But she don't want to hear those lessons. And I mean, me at her age, I had her. Like, I really was a whole adult. Like, I had a child of my own that I had to take care of, that I had to feed, that I had to go to work. I didn't have an option to say, oh, today the sun's shining, I'm going to call and work, I don't want to go.
Yeah.
Like, and that's the type of thing she does. Like, how you going to... My whole issue is, like... You don't realize that, like, you have grown to the point to where you ain't thought about you moving an hour almost away, the traffic that you're going to incur to go to work, the gas that you're going to incur, and you're already talking about you broke and you don't have no money. So how are you being so responsible if you don't have any of those things and you're making it harder for yourself?
I understand. Well, that was good. That was a good talk and got some stuff off your chest.
Yes.
So I think moving forward, she'll learn and you'll learn, and as long as you guys both keep.
It takes two.
It does take two, and that's what I'm saying. So once clearly we're talking, and if she was to be able to talk to somebody and keep both of your minds open and get on the same page, I think it'll work out.
Well, I hope so. Hopefully so for the future, and maybe we can talk again.
Yeah.
About.
I think it might be
change.
helpful to bring you both in and you both talk together and you can hear each other's sides and whatnot. But it was good talking with you today. It was a good session.
Thank you.
All right.